Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Friday, the 22nd of July. One of those great school kid dates, 22/7/22. Today with Robert Murray McShane, we read Mark chapter 4. And in it, Jesus has 4 parables about sowers and seed. In the middle parable, he says, "This is what the kingdom of God is like. A man scatters seed on the ground. Night and day, whether he sleeps or gets up, the seed sprouts and grows, though he does not know how. All by itself, the soil produces grain. First the stalk, then the head, then the full kernel in the head." And that really spoke to me about how God's kingdom works. That there is a role that we play, so we sow the seed, but we've no idea how it bears fruit. And today, the illustration is people would go and look at the biochemistry and all the cellular aspects of what's going on. In Jesus' day, they had no idea. You take a seed, you sow it, there's a bit of water in the ground, and you wait. And then you see a tiny little sprout come up, and next thing you know, you've got this whole field of grain. And what happened between the sowing and the grain being there is mysterious. It just happens. And in Jesus' day, there was nothing you could do to make it happen. You had to wait. It didn't help you to plow it up again. You couldn't replant it. Once you'd sown, you sowed and then you waited. And Jesus is saying that's what the kingdom of God is like. And for me, that just says we do what we can and then we wait on God. We share the good news, we witness, we live our lives in a way that makes the gospel attractive and that people see that there's something special about it, that they want to find out more, and we can tell them about the kingdom. But we're not going to convert people. We can't. We can sow the seed. God has to make it grow. And as a minister, I'm so aware of that I preach and I do the sowing, and God must bring the growth. And sometimes you sow week after week after week, and you don't see any growth. And next thing you know, there's an abundance of growth. And I know of ministers who've gone and worked faithfully in a parish for years and seen no growth. The next minister goes in, and after he's been there a year, he suddenly says, "There's just been so much seed sown that there's this massive harvest for me to bring in." It wasn't stuff that I did. It was a previous minister did the sowing. And that's what it's like. And even individually, I will sometimes preach a message which I think is wonderful and it ticks all the points, and I'll come out and everybody go, "Yeah, thank you so much." And another time you'll preach a message which is barely adequate, and you come out thinking, "Oh, that sort of ticked one box that was not terribly good." And somebody will come out and say, "That was fantastic, that was so good, God really spoke to me in it." And you realize it was God. We sow the seed, and then it is all about God. So be encouraged to continue witnessing, but also to be praying that God will make the seed that we sow grow so that it bears a harvest for Him. It's not up to us, it's up to God. We trust Him and we are blessed.